It's Thursday, the 23rd of February. I think, if I'm not mistaken, tomorrow is the 1 year anniversary of the Russian invasion of Ukraine. And again, another anniversary the day after. And thanks, Sahad. He says I had a nice haircut. Thank you. I went to my pardon me, old age yawns. I went to my stylist last night. Always with the really nice beard trim and the hair trim. It does look nice. Thank you. I did see some of the comments, which I will get into. Kanye, thanks for being here. Unknown Raider guy asks you what's good, and then says Dave Ziegler's comments about not focusing on a quarterback. Well, here's a few things on that. First off, do you really, unless you're a Raider fan, do you really want to know what the GM is thinking about? Well, of course. But if you already blast it out there to everyone, then everyone will know what your plans are. And it's better to have subterfuge, have obfuscation, have, smoke and mirrors. Because the Raiders have done that for years anyway, right? They really have. They've done it for years anyway. The issue is what do they do when they need to pull the trigger? And again, I don't really care. Pardon me. I don't really care what the plan is as long as they have a plan and they stick to it and the results are good, which we won't know until this time next year. Permission to come aboard, Anna, always. Sebastian, thanks for being here. And Anna, I know Anna is very, very. Anna's a nicely negative person about McDaniels and Ziegler. There's some people that are really, super duper. Oh my God, they are just so horribly negative. It's ridiculous. And that's okay, because again, everybody is allowed to have their opinion as to what's going on. And thanks for the positives, Anna Diaz. I don't think that he needs to wake up, but again, you don't know what's going on. I was on graphics show last night for a second. Wow, he had 17,000 subscribers, something wonderful like that. I'm getting it close to 2,000. Another 20 today. So hopefully I'll get there. But Graphic was saying, and Wasted, they were saying this, that, and the other thing. And again, I appreciate them acknowledging me. I had to spend $2 to get the super in, but that's just the way it is. They're talking about the quarterback situation. They said their opinions is that and maybe for those that watch Graphic, I think that basically Graphic says it's Aaron or nobody. They don't want us to get Jacoby Brissett. They don't want us to get Jimmy Garoppolo. I agree on Garoppolo. I don't agree on Aaron Rodgers because he's a short-term fix. And I know I say this when I know that my health is not the greatest, but I'm willing to go longer term. Not just next year, but the year after that. I want the Raiders to get a quarterback of the future. Now, again, Graphic is like, he's all in, I'm trying to think, was it Stroud? They were all in on Richardson, too. I'm not all in on Richardson. He doesn't have the mechanics. He does not have the mechanics. I'm sorry, he does not have the mechanics. The beard trim does make you look a little younger. I mean, and I said this last night on the show, the Wild Wild West show, I would be willing to shave the beard, but only for money put towards a charity. I'm willing to do that. Gabe's in the house. What up? Just had my best podcast episode I just posted yesterday. It already has 1,000. Wow. You have 1,000 views on your YouTube for that podcast? You TikTok, right? That's another reason why. I don't TikTok. I wish I could, but I'm firmly against it. But that's cool, man. 1,000 views. I've never had a video with that. Well, no, I take it back. I've had 1 or 2 videos with 1,000 views overall. It's got to be the TikTok. Dolphins are changing their name. Don't know if it's true. Probably not true. Well, if Colin Cowherd says he's going to Vegas, then, print it. Colin Cowherd could say the sky's blue and I wouldn't believe him. And then I wouldn't shave the beard unless it's for a charity. It would have to be money given towards a charity. Money given towards a charity. And I can grow it back, trust me. I'm considering McDaniels the equivalent to Pete DeBoer. You take a good team and drag them to the ground. I don't trust their judgment. I know the name, Pete DeBoer. Who was they with? Oh, you do it on Instagram. That's thing. I don't. I'd like to do the thing on Instagram. How do you do it? Oh, you do the live on Instagram. Yeah. I have an Instagram reel that has, I think, 1,600 likes. It was for the Philadelphia Eagles Giants game. It's a reel and it has 1,600 likes. It's like, wow, I had no clue. It was when the Eagles coach Soriani says, "I know what I'm doing." That's what it was. Dallas Stars. We were with the San Jose Sharks till the Knights brought him in. Okay. I'd like to sell merch. I do have merch. I have my beanies. I need to have the time to put them up. I'm looking for a T-shirt that I can get was it a vector design of an image, and if I can get the vector design of the image, then I would get some T-shirts. I don't do tag. I just have my 5. Yeah, there you go. Well, that's cool. That's cool, Gabe. Clean shaven. Now only for charity. Yeah, Matt, it was good to see your brother today. By the way, A Skip, who is Matt, his brother Tommy was my roommate in Cuba, and I saw him today. I'll see him hopefully this weekend. Yeah, Sebastian, I am a, it's a, I have a TikTok site. I've never posted anything on it because I can't say I'm just very firmly anti TikTok for reasons which many of you probably will have figured out. Willie Wayne, salute to you as well. Um, but there's nothing on TV right now. I don't watch basketball. I'm sorry, I don't watch basketball. Um, the hockey, I could watch a hockey game, but the Flyers aren't playing. If the maybe the Knights are. Let's Anna will tell me if the Knights are. Right now, I'm watching X-Men First Class, and I'm looking. Oh, Patriot Games is on. Oh, and Hunt for Red October is on after that. Okay, so I'll switch this. I'll watch the end of Patriot Games till 10, and then Hunt for Red October. So I love Clancy. I admit it. Okay, VGK and Flames. And don't be mad at me. I'm going to watch the end of Patriot Games and then go into Hunt for Red October. It's the Intel guy in me. Mike, good to see you. Because again, yeah, I could watch the Knights and the Flames, but even though I don't see any sound in the movie, in the Clancy, I love Clancy books. But like I said, one of these days I'll have 2,000 subscribers. I didn't give the link yet, Mike. I'll give it in a minute. But I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting. I ain't watching basketball. I could watch a hockey game, but I'd rather watch a Clancy movie. There's really nothing on. I said the Clancy movie to me is the best thing on TV. I'm going to a baseball game next Tuesday. Then the following Sunday, I'm going to a baseball game. Phillies, they're all Phillies Blue Jays. Tuesday in Clearwater, Sunday in Dunedin, and then another day back in Clearwater. The XFL, I watched some minutes of the XFL. Is there an XFL game on right now? I don't think so. Hey, Doc's in the house here too. But I am a full supporter of the American Spring Football League. Kicking off in 2024. The American Spring Football League. Look for it. And that's who I'm firmly behind. And I'd still rather watch a Clancy movie than an XFL game. There you go. Ed Winchell and I firmly backing the American Spring Football League. Look it up. Look it up online. Someone you know in town, call me up or send me a private message. Bro, someone you know is in town, call me up or send me a. Matt, I'm in town. I gotta say something. How is the XFL have better review process on calls than the NFL? Matt, '07. I'm not really familiar with that. Let me know how their review processes are better. I saw a news article about it that that they basically the one guy walks through on the TV. He walks through the call on the screen, so that basically they're talking about it, but they talk about it in the NFL as well. What's the process which makes it better? Ruben, oh, that's cool, man. I'm glad to see that. Again, I don't condone um, I don't condone or bets bets. But I'm glad to see that if you do make a bet, that you follow through on the bet. We're expecting snow in Vegas. Wow. I'm supposed to go with my daughter to help distribute food to needy. Thank you, Emma. That is that is wonderful. That is wonderful. And blessings be unto you. But I said I'm waiting on baseball. I'm waiting on baseball. I'm waiting on the American Spring Football League. I'm waiting on the hockey to get into the playoffs. Waiting to see what my Phillies do. Got a lot of things to wait on. And I don't think the Dolphins are changing their name. In fact, Hot Neil, just for you, are the Miami Dolphins first thing that comes up in the playoffs now? Changing their logo comes up. Changing their name. They're changing their logo. The Miami Dolphins are changing their logo, which I mean, their new the old logo was a lot better than their new logo. So changing their logo, debuting the new logo. Okay, let's see it. Um, I don't see it. Okay, I saw the logo. I said there's something about the logo. Is this Miami's planning to new uniform in the 2030? Oh boy, this is old. Yeah, this is from dude. This is from 10 years ago. So this is BS news. He changed their logo 10 years ago. 10 years ago. Pirate with a harpoon through a dolphin. I like that logo. I'm just saying I'm a Browns fan. I love the Raiders underdog. Thanks there, Matt. Pirate with a harpoon through a dolphin. That would be cool.
Snow like the snow like rain was heavy. People on the strip were tripping out. Miami won't change. Yeah, they ain't gonna change their name.
They're the, I mean, you have the doll like, I mean, it's famous. It's how can you say the one of the best lines in the movie The Birdcage was when Nathan Lane was trying to be all butch. How about those dolphins? You ain't gonna change the name. How about those dolphins? No, they're not changing the name. Wild Turkey, good to see you as well. Salute to you as well. It's Wild Turkey or Bourbon. One of you guys is the winner, and I still have to. I will do it this weekend because I will have some time this weekend. The prizes, and then I think I'm not sure if it was Gabe or uh, Darren Ray won the. I'll have to get a gift card. Give a shout out, Mister. Yeah, I did. I did give you a shout out, Ruben. I gave you a shout out, Mister. And like I said, Ruben paid off Ed Winchell on the bet. The bet was for Derek Carr not being a Raider. Ruben was intent on him being a Raider, and Ed's like, no effing way, and he wasn't. Matt, your brother is going to be hanging out with his friends from high school. So I was going to go out on Saturday, but he said he's going out with his friends from high school. Maybe on Sunday. Krabby cool thing. He unfriended me after he. Oh well, Ruben, I. You know what? That's between you and him. That's between you and him. But I would say, just don't make any bets anymore with. Well, you know that you won't make any bets with Ed Winchell, and Ed Winchell knows he won't make any bets with you, and such is life, right? And if I go to Krabby Bill's, well, isn't there? I said, I tell you what, the Caesars. What do you call it? The all you can eat. What was it? The Caesars all you can eat thing. The not the smorgasbord, but the big yeah all you can eat. You know the big dinner thing was it like $100? They have crab legs there, Nana. I'm sure you can find something pretty good. The only reason why I know about it is because I went with Hollywood. Bacana. It's cool. When you win a bet, don't count your bet. Pay your bills when you're short. Ruben, no, you don't know what you're talking about. Ed Winchell does not need money. Trust me, Ed Winchell does not need money. I'm pretty sure that it was the principle of the thing. I'm very much into the principle of the matter. You know, if I make a bet for $1, right, and somebody doesn't pay up the dollar when they lost, I get pissed off. It's the principle. So this is well. First off, you schmuck, you got to take it off the safe. You got to put it off the safe, and then you get blown away. And Bean was it? Bean just blows him. Ooh, with an AK, just blew him away. Uh, Rube, I'm not gonna go over the semantics of set time, date, pay. When it was done, it's done. I'm I wash my fingers of it. Anyway, we're almost a half an hour into the show. I will put up the link. Seriously, I'm literally watching. I'm literally watching Patriot games. They right now. I'm doing the play-by-play for Patriot games. Right now, they are watching a live satellite feed. A live satellite feed of an op of a terrorist camp. Not going to say anymore. Now they have a live satellite feed of a team. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys, which is they're either SAS or a ODA team that is doing an op using IR, infrared, to see the destruction and the deaths. Sure. Anyway, but I mean, there's nothing on here. Awful announcing Twitter. I'll have to check that out, man. Jay, you okay? You seem a little bit tired. I know, Doc. I'm tired. And I'm I'm tired, but I'm also what's the word I'm looking for? I'm waiting. I'm waiting on something exciting. You know, free agency, which starts in about what 2.5 weeks, March 15th. Free agency. You'll start hearing things on the 12th, which is uh, about 2.5 weeks. You'll start hearing things on the 12th. Then, and that's also March 5th. So that's also, I'll have seen already 3 baseball games by then. So I'm ready for that. Ready for baseball. Ready for free agency. I'm ready for the draft in Kansas City. I'm ready to go to Texas in is it June? I think no, it's April. Yeah, April. April. I'm going to Texas, and I'm going to the draft at the end of April. So I'm ready. I'm ready for these, and I'm just tired at work. Anna Diaz, there was a friend of mine who she was the owner of a restaurant in Vegas because my best friend was the head chef there. Um, get with get with what is it? The bishop. Get with the bishop because he took me there. The restaurant had like a Brahma bowl as like the logo, and food was excellent. Of course, because he was the head chef. Really good food. XL, okay, here we go. XFL has a command center. It took them less than 30 seconds to make the call, versus the NFL review program much smoother and fully. I like that. And yes, the one thing I do like about the XFL and the USFL back in the day and all through the iterations is when there are good ideas, the NFL does pick up on it. The NFL does pick up on it. So, yeah, and Ziegler saying he may not have our quarterback. What do you want him to say? Here's the thing. I have it on good authority that Tom Brady was the answer. That's who they wanted. And then he retired. And by the way, there's already reports saying that he's going to unretire. But Brady's was their plan A. And depending upon who you listen to, plan B is Aaron Rodgers, or plan B is Garoppolo. And I don't want plan A or plan B1 or B2. And there are plenty of quarterbacks. I mean, I'd take a flyer on Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew, Mac Jones in a trade. Those things today saying that Jackson is going to be going to the Commanders because they don't have a quarterback. And what was it? Like I said last night, they were talking about and this the day is the graphic and wasted. We're talking about Tyler Heineke. They were pissed about even bringing up the name, but I don't know. Hi, Poppy. So should we watch the XFL? Sure, if there's nothing else on. If there's nothing else on, but my money's on the American Spring Football League, debuting in 2024. One thing I like, yeah, Mike, Sarah, the 3-point, they have like a 1, a 3, and a 5-point conversion. I like that. Aaron's going to stick it to the Raiders. I don't want Aaron Rodgers. Ed Winchell, I think McDaniel will surprise a lot of fans, saying I have it on good authority that Ziegler will put it together. Ed's got good sources. Did I put the link up yet? I thought I did. I put the link up. Yeah, there it is. Want to come into the show? Come into the show. I mean, honestly, could it get worse? Probably not. That's a mock draft. Will Levis. I don't want Will Levis. I don't want Anthony Richardson. Stroud? Sure. I like from what I see Tyler McKee. And the guys were good on Hooker, but Hooker's offense in Tennessee was it was like a high school offense because Josh Heupel, his coach, his offense is easy. McDaniels is hard, and Josh Hooker, boy, that's a Freudian slip. What is Hooker's first name? Anyway, Hooker met with the Raiders already, so they've already done they're doing interviews with him. So he better know. He better be able to digest and digest and display and analyze plays. Kind of like what you used to see in the old Gruden things, Gruden, the quarterback academy thing. They better be able to do that. Anna Diaz, thanks for that. Plan F, McDummy gets canned during the season. Ruben, you're very negative about Josh McDaniels. Very negative. Wouldn't it be some stuff that Rodgers does his yearly song and dance goes? And by the way, Matt, I think that's what's going to happen. I think he's going back to the Packers for another year. Ed thinks the Raiders are going to move up. I have it on. I have it on good authority that the Raiders are not moving up. But again, that's my source. Oh, Hendon, thank you, Hendon Hooker. He's got he's got an ACL that he has to come back from. Give him a red shirt. We'll see what happens. Oh, the 1, 2, and 3 point. Thanks, Mike. Yeah. I like the diversity of having different conversions. Anything possible with this dysfunctional? Sure. Hendon Hooker, thank you. Weiner said they aren't letting Jimmy G come to the Raiders. How are they going to be able to do that? Unless they re-sign him, they don't have any authority over them. Don't really think Rodgers will work out, but if not, why wouldn't the Raiders consider him? He's one of the top 3. Yeah, but for a year or two, this is why I say you should start. If the transition, if you're building for the future, it started last year. All right, we're going to hear from Rube. Rube, we are on. What do you call it? Roku. 5 minutes at most. 5 minutes. Where's my? I used to have a timer. Where's my timer? Put the timer out. Rube. Okay. 5-minute timer. Yep. All right, we get Ruben in here. We do the 5-minute timer. Ruben, how you doing, brother? I'm gonna start it right when you're ready. When you're ready to go, we'll start.
Yeah, I was just typing something. Using two phones there. You lower the volume on the other.
Turn your thing down.
Yeah. Oops. There we go. Turn it down. There you go. Hear you better? Turn on the light.
Yeah, I hear you, brother.
Okay. Oh, I am the way I am towards the game.
Oh, I like the gray hat, man. I like the hat.
Thanks. I don't wear it all the time. That's why it's pretty clean still. Yeah, when I wear my windbreaker.
So what's up?
I'm the way I am towards McDaniels because I don't like what he did. I went back and looked at a lot of the games, and I'm going to say what a friend said, what a lot of other people have said. When it comes to this franchise, a lot of us fans, we see what we want to see. And some of us accept for what we see what's in front of us. And I'm one of those fans that accept what's in front of me. I know for a fact, I would bet my life on it that he tanked this season. There's no way and how it's possible.
I'm stopping the timer.
It's true though.
Whoa. I'm going to go through language.
Yeah.
You don't know for a fact about anything.
The proof is in the pudding. What he put on the
You know,
field.
Ruben, don't piss me off.
All right.
The semantics and
You should be
language
pissed off
are
the performance he put on the field with that team.
Ruben, I can kick you off if you don't allow me to at least go through this.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
I'm trying to, and I stopped the timer at 3 minutes and 43 seconds. You have your opinion. You have your thinking. You have in your druthers. You don't know for a fact of anything. That's what I'm saying. You think, and people think. You can't prove. Because the way you're saying like that, you said, "Well, I know who shot John Kennedy." It's a conspiracy. You can think what you want, but you don't know for a fact. You don't.
I saw just like you did what he did on the field. That's my proof right there.
That's not proof.
Oh, okay, then if that's not proof, then what is? What proof do you need? You think he's going to go to the mic and said, "Yeah, I want to get rid of Carr and a few of these people, so I purposely called this player, called that play." You guys keep in mind, you guys were the ones that said it yourself. He's calling the plays. So if he's calling the plays, that means he's calling the play that he knows can work, or he can hamper the offense or the defense.
But who's executing? Is he calling the plays and then going on the field and executing the plays too?
I'll go that way. I'll go that far with you. You're right. He's not actually executing the plays, but if I'm a coach and I know I could call a better play than this play, for instance, I'll give you one example, okay, what started it all. When Davante Adams caught that bomb and we were on the verge of tying the Kansas City Chiefs, he calls that stupid play with Jacobs over the middle, running up the gut, when we know Jacobs ain't a power running back to just bull over somebody where he has to pick up speed. He was better off having Carr do a quarterback sneak to tie the game, if you're going to go for a 2-point conversion, or just go for the field goal. Okay, how quick we made a touchdown, how quick they go for the 2-point conversion, and how quick we didn't fail it. And then we ended up losing by that 1 point. And then you saw how pissed off Davante Adams was. I guarantee you, those guys in that locker room that day on that game, they knew what was already happening. Because when you're on a team,
you can't guarantee.
Well, I've been on teams, okay.
You can think, but you can't guarantee things. Stop talking for things that you don't. You feel. You think. You can't.
You ever been in competition, coach? You ever been on a team, been in competition when you know that the play that the coach just called wasn't the right one, and everybody knows, but nobody really says anything? I've been in sports. I've been where I've been in that situation where I know, I'm like, why the hell did he just do that? Because, see, I'll tell you one thing. Coaches aren't always the smartest guys in the locker room. They don't always get the call right. Just because you're the coach don't mean you know everything. Okay. That's why the coaches that are good, that have been good and been great, they've always, from time to time, listened to their players. Why? Because as a coach, you're supposed to listen to your players. Just because you got the job and you are you call the shots, don't mean you know everything. Because you got the position, you got the job. Hey, he got the job. He's got a hell of a resume under Belichick. Okay? The only reason he has what he has, he was never the head coach. And we saw what he did in Denver. This is a rerun of what he did in Denver. Now he's doing it to the Raiders. And everybody's looking the other way and saying, "Oh, it's Carr this, he plays in bad weather, or it's the defense that, or it's this dude." Oh, McDaniels gives a pass. So not in my book, you don't. And the only reason he's doing what he's doing because what? Mark allowed this. Because you went out and hired him. Out of all the guys in the league, he got him. He could have picked somebody from college better than McDaniels, and he went after him. He doesn't know what he's doing. Come on, Captain. Bear with me. Leave me that much, okay? You know Mark don't know what he's doing. He keeps getting bad coach after bad coach after bad coach. Why? Because bottom line, you don't know what he's doing. Second, I don't think he really cares as long as he knows that you're in that seat. And if you're not in that seat, there's going to be somebody with a green jersey, a red jersey, or whoever's jersey they're wearing. And he said he was embarrassed because there was too much red. He had to be embarrassed of the job his head coach did, okay? And then he goes on and gives those press conference and he gives those statements like McDaniel doing such a great job. That's ridiculous right there, okay? It's preposterous for him to say that. But see, as the owner or running the team, he can say what he wants.
You hear the beep?
Yeah.
You hear the beep? Okay. As long as you heard the beep. I gave you 5 minutes, and even when I stopped it,
Yeah.
was me, and I said I'm going to stop it because I want to give 5 minutes. Okay.
It is what it is. We got a sorry team right now.
Ruben, again, I can mute you, but I'm not doing that. I'm just saying, at least allow me to talk. Okay, please. You have your views. You have your thoughts. You think that the coach, and I agree with you, the coach is not always the smartest person in the room, but then again, he's smarter than you.
He got the job. That's all. I bet I can outcoach him.
Well, okay. How many NFL teams have you been a coach on?
I haven't went that route to be a coach. I went a different path in life.
Okay, how many teams have you been a coach for?
I've never coached a team, okay? Because I've never been given a job opportunity. Okay, let's see. You got a point.
Answer the question. How many teams?
Or I haven't, but you got a point there. What you just said.
Have you been coached for?
I haven't. Maybe I should write a letter to Mark Davis and tell him, let me coach the team for free and see if I do a better job than McDaniels.
Ruben, I muted you. Okay, because you won't answer the question. I've at least been. You're still muted. I've at least coached me. I've been a coach in Europe, and I've been a coach in the States. Okay, I wasn't the play caller, but I have been a coach. So I have more experience than you do. That's my point. Is you can say what you want. And I'm going to unmute you now. You can say what you want, but until you have the resume to back it up, it's your thoughts against Mark Davis's thoughts. And I'm not saying that Mark Davis is the
Mark don't know what he's doing.
Light bulb. I'm not. I'm just saying it's your opinion, and you're entitled to that. But everybody has an opinion because everybody, like an asshole, everybody has an asshole, and everybody has an opinion. But you're not right just because the great Ruben says it. Correct? I mean, because you're right all the time?
No.
Okay. What I'm saying is that what are you going to say when, if the Raiders have a better record next year with the same coaching staff, minus Frank Oakham and a couple of the guys that they got rid of, but the same main coaches with McDaniels and Graham, right? And that they get better players and the players execute. Because I will say this, a player that played in the NFL, okay, a player that played in the NFL, Stu Schweigert says, the most of the time it's about the execution of the players, not necessarily the game calls. And I will take it from a player who actually played football in college. It's in the Purdue Hall of Fame. That played in the NFL and played in the another indoor arena, because at least he has the wherewithal on his resume that he knows something that I don't because he's played the game. So I'll take that as an expert opinion over yours and even mine. That's what I'm saying. So, and I'm glad that you have your opinion. I really do. You said he would have won more games than he did, but you know what? You don't know because you're not the coach.
Then have him hire me.
Well, I tell you what, go find Mark and go get an interview. Okay? I agree with if you think you could do better, go find Mark Davis. You know where he's at. Go find Mark, and I tell you what, go get with Anna. Go get with Anna. Anna will probably tell you which P.F. Chang's or Hooters he's hanging out with in Vegas. He's also at the what is it? The M a lot. Okay, and get an interview. That's all I'm asking.
Don't forget Hooters.
Rube, anything else, sir?
I'm unmuted.
No, you're unmuted. I said anything else, and I said PF Chang's.
Don't forget Hooters. He hangs out at Hooters too.
You were so intent on your phone, you didn't hear me when I said Hooters.
Oh well,
Because you're like,
I was typing it. That's why.
And I say you're not listening to me. All you're doing is thinking about what you're going to say next. Communication is two ways. You listen, and then you talk. And Anna says he also hangs out at Resorts World. So go to Vegas, go to PF Chang's, go to Hooters, go to Resorts World, and go up to him and say, "Hey, Mark, I'm a better coach than McDaniel." And I swear to God,
okay, I'm not the owner. I'm not the owner. I'm not the owner. You're not the owner. You think him picking McDaniels, and you think McDaniels did a good job this year? Your opinion. You said everybody has an opinion. I want to hear from the captain. What do you think? What kind of job he did this year? Because I think the job that he did was crap.
He did a less than mediocre job this year.
He took a playoff team away and he ruined it. That's what he did. He did it?
Thanks for coming in.
We were this close to being a contender again, and he ruined that team.
I got you on mute again. I appreciate you coming in. I will say he took a playoff team that was 7-2, and you're still on mute, and I'm going to say goodbye to you in this way. He took a playoff team that was 7-2 in one-score games the year prior, and inherited the team that now on one-score games, I think they were 3-9. Okay, that's all about execution, and Derek Carr didn't execute anyway. But thanks again, Ruben. We'll see you next time. I gotta go. I just started watching F1. Baseball puts me to sleep. Thank you, Kevin. And again, I appreciate people that come in with opinions, but don't say that that you know everything. I don't know everything. But I give you the opportunity to talk. Yeah, Velvet, it was over 5 minutes. I let Ruben on for more than 5 minutes. But thank you for coming in. So you guys can come in. That's why God, that great up. Yeah, God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. Why? Because listening is twice as important as talking. F1. I like F1's good. Kevin, thanks for popping in. Why didn't Carr beat the Bengals? Well, obviously because it's Derek Carr's fault. Yes, it's been 5 minutes. How did that work out? We almost beat the Bengals. But we didn't. Hey, Poppy, you're good. You're good. Partner, there could be, honestly, I'm pissed because I'm a Raiders fan and I have to listen to Chiefs fans for a year. And there's not a damn thing we can do about it. Yeah, and other than, I think the only person that's safe on this roster, Matt, is Crosby. That's the only guy that's safe on this roster is Crosby. Because even Devontae Adams can be traded. But I'm willing to wait. I'm willing to see what's going on. Okay, so now McDaniels lies, and so does Mark Davis. Okay. People forget that 10 games last season were lost by less than 7 points. Yes, that's why I said we were 7-2 the year prior when we went to the playoffs, and last year we lost 10 games by less than a touchdown. I think we're 3-9, 3-10, 1 year difference. I'll need to watch F1 at times. I actually I like racing, I like the one thing I like about F1 is I think it like with the tracks. I like the tracks that are um, was it the road tracks? I like the road tracks better. I do like the road tracks better. What's this? 4-part docuseries. I'm watching an advertisement on Showtime. Nebraska. The 12th victim. Oh, okay. Anyway. McDaniels has lost 5 games in winning, have led by 10 plus points or more, and the result is he lost them. Josh McDaniels is now cancer is part of the problem. The problem is the defense not being able to close out games. The problem is the offense not being able to put more points on the board. That's the problem. Josh McDaniels does not play a down of football. And Kev, like I said, you can say that, but I'll also say this. Was it Mark Saleh? I think it's Mark. Mark Saleh was the coach of the Jets, and in 1 year, granted they didn't quite get ready, but they turned around a franchise and they made them competitive. This is the Jets. Jets sucks. It's going to take more than a year. He came in there in 1 year, got rid of people that weren't buying in. The next year they were buying in more. He has issues with his quarterback. Sound familiar? Has issues with his quarterback. And now they're looking for, get this, maybe Derek Carr. Maybe Aaron Rodgers, but probably Derek Carr. Wow, $2,500? Oh, the Vegas race. I like that. Velvet says, and thank you for coming in. Not on the field does not actually play any downs. Like I said, it's. I will take Stuart Schweigert's thoughts. It's 90% player execution, and you might even said more than that. It's 90% player execution. It doesn't matter what the play is. It's kind of like the I will say, like, remember the Titans. They had an offensive playbook that was like 6 plays. And it was the veer, right? It was the same play again and again and again, but they executed it well, and you couldn't stop them. The Eagles had the quarterback sneak with the rugby scrum. Pardon me. Excuse me, Robert Saleh. Thank you, Mike. They had the rugby scrum quarterback sneak, and it worked 45 out of 48 times. It was so good that the NFL is thinking of outlawing it. Isn't that messed up? They finally have a play that works, and they're going to outlaw it. I mean, honestly, it makes no sense. It's like baseball outlawing the shift. I think that's this year. Isn't that this year that baseball outlawed the shift? We'll find out. And you know what, Ruben? Like I said again, I appreciate your opinions, but they're yours. They're not mine. And you can laugh and giggle all you want. It doesn't matter. Because there's not a damn thing you can do about it. Not a damn thing I can do about it. Blame the coach, you win the players. Either don't execute the plan or get out-coached by the confidence. Joshua can win with the Raiders, but he needs a team, not just a quarterback. And I like Doc because he's a Patriots fan. He's a little biased about McDaniels, but that's where his bias is. Most of y'all are biased against McDaniels. But I'm willing to give McDaniels 3 years. I don't have the power. Mark Davis might only give him a year and a half, like they gave him in Denver. But I'm willing to give him 3 years. Derek Carr had the 24th quarter comeback wins, but the defense still, I mean, it was when he had it, but he didn't do it last year, Mike. Guided 2 teams to the playoffs, execution, but he didn't do it last year. Taylor Lewan just got released. Looks like Titans are starting a fire sale. Also, Bobby White. Yeah, Taylor Lewan is probably going to retire. He's made money. He's probably going to retire. Oh, I don't know. If you please hit the like button. Nobody hit the like. That's a bummer. Please hit the like button. Thank you, Ruben, as well. Him and Carr had beef after that Seahawk game over changing plays at the line, and some of the play designs had players interfering with the ball going to someone else. That's still execution, though. That was like the play in Kansas City. And by the way, I was at both Kansas City games, in Kansas City and at home. And when what I thought was illegal, what was an illegal contact I didn't realize that both Waller and Renfro ran into each other. Was it Waller and Renfro, or was it Waller and Adams? Or sorry, Renfro and Adams. Renfro ran into somebody. It was either Waller or Adams. And because it's execution. Execute the play. I mean, yeah, I get it, Kevin. I mean, I'm not a McDaniels apologist, but I'm at least willing to give the guy some years. And yes, Ruben's right. The Super Bowl is fixed. Super Bowl is fixed. Why? Because Ruben said it was. The show run, they put 11 in the box on 4-3. Shouldn't someone jump out and catch a pass? Kevin, I agree with you on that. And I agree, and let me say this again. I agree that if everybody is in the box and they know it's going to be a run, throw a pass. I agree with that. But I'm not. I don't play the game. And by the way, that you're wrong, Ruben. They did blitz Mahomes, and when they did, it was they couldn't do anything. Why? Because the field was slippery and the Chiefs held, and they didn't get called for it. So you're wrong. They did blitz Mahomes. Watch the game tape. Waller ran in front of Adams in the end zone. Waller ran, yeah, that was a mess-up game. And even the man, the myth, the legend, Tom Brady, it took Adam Vinatieri to win him his first 3 Super Bowls. And Kevin, I'd love to have a winning record. I really do. I really do. How come your coach is staring you right in the face, and some of you pretend like you don't see what the rest of everyone else does? Blind. I'm not blind. I'm not blind. I wear glasses, but I'm not blind. But I know about execution, Ruben. And for example, when I'm at the game and I see that Darren Waller in the last 2 games is playing with fire because he has a different quarterback throwing him the ball, and you can see it. I actually saw it. Him on the field playing with fire, playing with determination, playing with that difference. I saw it. The team played better the last 2 games. They just didn't win. Ruben, whatever. You okay? I'm not even gonna put your comments out. You just go ahead and tap it out. Feel better. Waller was counting down the days for DC to be gone. They didn't go out. They knocked out 2 quarterbacks again. Okay, Ruben, whatever. You know what? I'm going to rename the show Ruben is Right. And whatever Ruben says is the gospel. That's what I'm going to rename my shows. Ruben's right all the time. But unfortunately, my ratings will go down because you're full of shit too.
Anyway, if you would like to come into the show, and I think Matt was there. Matt was ready for Ruben to, to shut up as well. And I let him on. I said, if you want to come into the show, please come into the show. And there, speaking of that, team right behind Stidham, granted he is not the answer, but hey, he did give the team some energy. It's true. The team came out with full of energy. You can see that they were inspired. It was like, what with the old expression. What is the definition of of stupidity? Is doing the same thing over and over and expecting. I can't remember. It's that quote. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Matt, again, that was he dumped Jay, yeah, but he didn't dump Carr. He let Carr play, and Carr didn't perform. I'm hoping he doesn't. I'm hoping he doesn't repeat himself and draft a Florida quarterback who wears 15. That I hope doesn't repeat itself. Because I'm a Gator, and Anthony Richardson sucks as a quarterback. And again, Ruben, you write whatever you want. No, Kevin, I don't like and I'll tell you why I don't like constant rebuilding. I'm gonna be 58 next month. Not wood. I'll be 58, hopefully. I don't like rebuilding. I like to see 2. I'm not greedy. I like to see 2 more Super Bowl wins for the Raiders before I check out. I like to see 2 Super Bowl wins for the Raiders before I check out. I don't like rebuilding. I don't. We're going to hear from Matt. I'm glad Matt came in. And salute to you as well, Al. Matt's in that. Matt, you ready? It'd be good to hear from you. So we're gonna turn into Matt, Raiders 007. Good to see you, partner. How you doing tonight? What's going on with you?
I can't complain. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, man, it's good. I like that. I have a similar hat. It was the kind of like the static. It's similar to that with the.
It's like the shattered. Yeah.
Yeah, the shattered hat. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Is that, or is that retro?
No, they made a new one this year. It's not the original one. They just made a new one this year.
Yeah, because I like the shattered hat. I like that shattered hat. So Matt,
yeah.
And by the way, I want to give Matt a big shout out because I think Matt has been a member of my channel going on close to 2 years.
Yeah.
And one of the original members of the channel, and I thank you because you're always here. You participate in the comments, and is this your first time that I've got a chance to talk with you, or is it maybe your second?
No, it's been a minute, but I usually don't call in. I like to listen more than I like to hear people's opinions. Yeah.
Yeah, but I know that you don't usually pop in, but it's good to see you. Okay. Good to see you. So, Matt, first off, again, welcome here. And again, if you could be member of the channel, just push sign up, and you can be a member of the channel. You can either be a crew member or you can be a member of the Chiefs mess. That's not the Kansas City Chiefs. That's the Chiefs like with an anchor, like this guy. See the anchor here? Where is backwards? Okay, yeah, the anchor. I gotta sit it's backwards. Why am I can't put my finger on it, but there it is. Okay, and because it's backwards when I'm doing for the camera. It's the Chiefs anchor thing. Matt, what do you got for me tonight? What is just making you so that you want to come in tonight?
I've just been listening to a lot of stuff, but just my personal opinion, like with the team, the way it's going, I haven't seen a team like this for a while. Like I came in 07, so that's why I have my name like that, because that's like when I really got into it. When I was like in the military, I started becoming like a Raiders fan.
Yeah.
But yeah, I started with Jamarcus Russell, so I mean, I can't leave now. I'm already in it, so I've been just seeing from there.
Well, I was going to say the what is it? The fact that you're true. 07, what is that? 17? It's 15 years.
Yeah.
Okay, 15 years. That's, I mean, and the fact is you're true, and you're not one of these bandwagon fans, and that's great. You know, like I said, I've been a fan for 50 years.
Yeah, I got nothing on that.
I don't trade in my. I'm not. I apologize. I'm not wearing a Raiders hat tonight. I have my hair, but I have all my Raider hats right here. Not all of them. I have a collection of them here, ready to put on. But I just wanted to get on the show tonight. You know, people were talking about you know, how they want to see my hair. It's my real hair. So, oh yeah, and Willie, I like this comment. I love it. I got to show it. Thank God the fans don't control team operations. There's a famous saying, and I can't. It's a baseball saying. It's like those that listen to what the fans say will soon be in the seat. Will soon be in the seats with the fans. And I'm paraphrasing it, but that's the paraphrased quote. You know, if you listen to what the fans say, pretty soon you're going to be in the stands yourself with the fans. So
yeah,
I like the fact that you've been a fan for 50. I said I like the fact that you've been a team member on my channel for almost 2 years. I applaud you for that.
Oh yeah.
I hope that I'm doing whatever I can to keep you motivated and stay here as well, Matt. And so
yeah, we need to rally and be there for the team, because they're going to need us in these times right now when we got uncertainty. We don't know where we're going, which direction we're in. We just need to band together, stop fighting, each other, the Raider Nation. I'm just saying, that's how I'm feeling. And just hope we're headed in the right direction, and that we have the players on the roster that we're needing to build with, like Crosby, Carlson, AJ Cole. We have some pieces there, just getting those other pieces filled. But I think there's depth there, and like with the draft, like I was saying, I think we should trade back unless there's a sure thing there at number 7. Like if we're going to get Stroud, then grab him. But if he's not there, I think trading back might be our best option, because I feel like we're going to need a lot more pieces than we're going to be able to grab in free agency, even with the cap being where it's at.
Yeah,
that we're going to need more depth back there.
And I'm of a firm believer that I think the only quarterback that I would take in round 1 that would, if it drops to 7, is Stroud. I think
Yeah.
Bryce is going to be a twig that's going to be broken in half. I think that Levis. I haven't seen enough of Levis to think that. I mean, they say he's going to be Josh. What is it? The quarterback from the Bills.
Yeah, Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, thank you. He's Josh Allen 2.0. Maybe not.
No.
But he's risky. Levis, I haven't seen enough of, but I don't think. I mean, they say he could be Josh Allen 2.0 as well. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I like Hooker, but the one thing I'm not sure about Hooker is because, like I said, the offense he played in with Josh Heupel as his coach was very, very simplistic. Okay, and he had athletes at Tennessee because I'm an SEC guy. I'm biased like that. He had athletes at Tennessee that were a lot better than the teams that they. I mean, Tennessee could beat a bad NFL team given maybe, I really think that they a great college team could beat a bad NFL team, but we'll see about that. Keep going there. Ruben says we're going to need a head coach. Okay.
I got to give him a chance. It's only the first year. I mean, Gruden didn't do great in his first year either, so you got to give people time. Can't just bail them out every time. I think you keep doing that, we're just going to keep doing what we've been doing forever. Have a coach for a few years, fire him, then keep doing the process over and over.
It was the Al Davis tango. 1-2 fire, 1-2 fire, 1-2 fire. And I was going to say, Matt, do you remember what Gruden's record was his first year?
I don't remember. I know it wasn't good.
It was 8-8. Okay. Do you know what Gruden's record was his second year going into his last game?
I don't remember. It's been a minute trying to remember these coaches.
It was 7-8, and they beat the Chiefs in Kansas City and kept them out of the playoffs. So it was 8-8.
Okay.
7-8 that got a win at 8-8, and then they were 12-4, and they hosted the AFC Championship game. I think, yeah, because I think that was the year that they lost to the Ravens on the Serafazzo belly flop. Yeah,
I think people forget.
An opportunity.
Yeah, I was saying I think people forget about because of Mahomes. They see Mahomes, but the Chiefs, when they had Alex Smith, they were still right there every year. They were winning the West a lot of the years, and we were kind of just fighting just to even make the playoffs because of we were always there with the Chargers, and they'd try to kick us out of the playoffs, and we'd do the same with them. So we're kind of in that same bracket. We're trying to catch up. Like the Chargers made the playoffs this year. They were trying to get back to where we were before. And the Chiefs, obviously, they're not going anywhere anytime soon. So we're really fighting for like second, third place. We just can't finish in that fourth place, especially like this year.
Mm-hmm. But I'm like I said, and people are saying that I have patience. I do. I have patience. And again, I gave Derek Carr, not me personally, because but I gave Derek Carr 9 years invested.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's just that the results weren't there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mike Sarah, I said, I agree, but I don't agree. Like I said, this year's team was last year's team. But last year's, and I'm saying last year's in now 2 years ago, 7 wins with of a score less than a touchdown. Last year, 9 losses with a score less than a touchdown. It's the ball bouncing, man. I'm serious. We got the breaks the year we beat the Chargers. We didn't get crap last year. It's just a matter of if you're going to win, you got to be able to win larger than 1 score games. That's how you win. That shows you that the team is a winning team or a losing team.
And like with the Chiefs, when we play them, we got to be up at 30 points at least because they're a scoring team. They're not going to stop. I mean, they proved it with the Eagles in the Super Bowl. If you can't hit 30 points, you're not even in the game because they're just going to keep scoring on you.
Yep,
Yeah.
and Doc, I got Doc Cabral ready to go. He says, yeah,
Okay.
he agrees with you. Just going to keep scoring at you. And Doc, we'll get you in a minute as well. Matt, I'm going to ask you, if you're the GM,
I better get paid like a GM.
You've already said if Stroud's not there at 7, you trade. I'm a firm believer in that. I agree with that. But what quarterback do you want in the draft and where? And this is the better question. Okay? This is the better question. What would you do with Josh Jacobs? And I'll tell you what my plan is as well. What's your plan with Josh Jacobs?
Are you want me to answer the quarterback question or both?
Answer both,
of
and
them?
then I'm going to get with Doc Cabral.
All right. The quarterback situation, if Stroud's not there, trade back. I'm not saying trade out of the first round unless you can get something even better. Like if they take you out of the first round or the very end of it, then, stack those picks. Grab somebody early in the second round and grab that, just keep building picks, I would say, is the best. But if you have to pick a quarterback for the draft, yeah, Hooker is well, I kind of get what you're saying. Like, you don't want to get somebody that's elementary in their knowledge of the game, because McDaniel's system is so complex, and Adams is, he's one of the best, but he also knows that not everybody has the knowledge that he has to learn McDaniel's system, because even he came out and said the system is so complex that I can barely understand it. So for asking a rookie to understand McDaniel's system, Mac Jones might be a little bit different, because with McDaniel's that rookie season, he understood his system, but as soon as he left, then you saw what happened this year.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard because you have to fit a person that's going to fit McDaniel's scheme and fit what the Raiders want. So it's hard to, unless you know for sure. Like, I feel Stroud would be really good. He comes from Oklahoma, and they, it's a pretty good team. Tennessee's not usually,
Are you saying
always in it.
Went to Ohio State? Is that what you meant?
Yeah, Ohio. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, I was saying that they're a pretty good team. So I feel like he would do better. But besides him, I don't know who else later on you could take as a project, see if he can learn it, but have somebody like Brissett, to come in that already knows McDaniel's system, that played in Cleveland this year and seemed like the team rallied around him. He's pretty cheap. You could use that money to put in the defense.
Yeah, I agree with
and
that one.
That's just how I'm feeling with that.
Yeah,
But the Josh Jacobs situation, yeah, the Josh Jacobs situation, I love Jacobs. Like, I would sign him in a second. This year, is a little different because he set the record for rushing. The league. He's the leader of the rushing this year. So it's like he's gonna want a lot of money, and I don't know if the Raiders are gonna be able to pay him that. So if they can get him, I'd love to have him back. But I think he's gonna want a lot of money to. And unfortunately, I think he's gonna go somewhere else.
Well, that's why I'm going to say this, and I'll let you go as well. And again, I thank you for being here. Restricted tag. You let the other teams dictate what the cost is going to be. If the Raiders like the cost, they can match it and sign them. But if the cost is which is too much. If the cost is too much, I say, Josh, I love you as a Raider, but we're, great seeing you and part ways. Two number ones on a restricted tag. That's what I'm doing with Jacobs. Two number ones if he walks, okay? And like I said, as far as the quarterback in the draft, like I said, if Stroud is there, and I've come around on Stroud. If he's there at 7, I don't think he will be, but if he's there at 7, there are some mocks that have him dropping. Okay, if he's there at 7, grab him, but get the best defensive player available at 7 Or if somebody just has just got to have a guy get a first rounder and another pick or two and trade back keeping in the first round, keep the first round pick, get an extra first rounder next year and an extra second or something like that for that 7th pick. That's what I want. And like I said, I already said what I want on Jacobs. And again, Matt, I appreciate you being here. Again, that's Raiders 07. And thank you for supporting me as well, partner. I appreciate you coming in.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, take care, partner. That's Raiders 07. That's Matt. I'm going to bring my buddy in here. Again, a Patriot fan. I call him Patriot fan because he's a true fan. He's not one of these ever-present Patriot era fans because he's been around a while. Doc, how you doing tonight? What's on your mind as well?
Did you get my email, my brother?
Email?
Yeah, with the holidays that you asked me to look up for you.
No, I didn't see it, Doc. I will check. I will check. Turn your volume up. I can't hear you.
Sorry. Better?
Yeah, a little bit. Yep.
Okay, look. The kid from Ohio State, he's going to be gone by 3.
I think so.
He will not be there. So if you guys are looking at that kid, you're either going to jump and give away the house like Mike Ditka did with Ricky Williams, or let it go.
And again, I said he's the only one that I would take at number 7, and I doubt seriously he'll be. There are some mocks, and the reason why I say that is because the Will Levis and Anthony Richardson pro days, and everybody coming out and gushing over his pro days, and the combine, that hasn't occurred yet, and these guys are going to shoot up. Oh my God, look at Anthony Richardson. Oh my God, look at Will Levis. Oh my God, well, we already got Bryce, right? And so they're going to go goo ape shit over those guys. And that's 3 guys right there: Levis, Richardson, and Bryce, what's his nose, from Bama, right? So that's 3 quarterbacks in the first, let's say the first 6. So half of the first 6 picks is going to be a quarterback eventually. Is Stroud going to be there? Maybe it's 4. So if you have 4, that means you have 2 or the number 3 defensive player on the board at defense at number 7 for the Raiders. And if that's what you want, that's what you want. If not, trade back, acquire picks, because that's what New England has done, and you know that as well. And that's what it is. So trade back, acquire picks. I like, what is it? The graphic is not a big fan of Tanner McKee, but that's where he's not a fan. I think that the kid might have some. Hooker, I liked, but then like I said, I had to remember the offensive system was easy. If he can impress McDaniels with the knowledge of his system, then grab him. But if not, McKee or somebody else, they're talking the kid from Fresno State. Yeah, I know, another Fresno State quarterback. That's funny. But they said that the kid from Fresno State is looking good. There's, the kid from Oregon. At Bo Nix. I'm not a fan. I'm just saying he's available too. Okay. So there's quarterbacks that are available that maybe people don't know about. So we'll see what happens when we get. But again, don't break the bank. Don't jump up. Get the best player available at 7. Hopefully defensive player. And if he's not there, trade back, and somebody's going to want somebody. And I'll go with that. And I say with Jacobs, give him a restricted tag, have him set the market, and see what we got.
Anthony Richardson's probably between 20 and 30. That's what I'm
Well,
thinking.
I definitely don't want him.
I don't. I think he would make a great tight end. He might make a great tight end, Jay. He's a good hand. He's a good hand. The only problem, like for Mac Jones, went to the bowl school. You know what the bowl school is, right?
Hey Doc, your volume or your sound sucks. Get closer to the phone, Bubba.
Am I off?
Yeah, no, it just I can barely hear you. You were coming in and out.
Okay. I'm trying not to get too close to the screen. That's why.
Yeah, you try not to scare people. I know.
Yeah, I know, especially me. The Bowl School is a unique school in Jacksonville, Florida, and you only get admitted by referral. There's no admissions, and the football coach for many years, who Mac Jones played for, was Corky Rogers. Corky Rogers was a assistant and a full-time coach in the NFL for many years before becoming the coach at the Bowl School. He has a great record for having very high-level picks, top 10, top 20 picks for the most part. He's for quarterbacks. He's never had a quarterback go in the second round. They're always in always first round at least. That's where Mac Jones went. I think one of the good part about Mac Jones is when they looked at him, they also looked at his, he played at Bama, he won a national championship, but what else has he done? When they saw the Bowl School, Bill Belichick did light bulb went, I got it. I got what I want. Because he probably knew Corky Rogers back in the old days. So that's one of the things I think a lot of football players don't get. For example, number 199, Mr. Brady, he played for Lloyd Carr in Michigan. And he went to 199? Really? You know why? Because he didn't have the look. But you know what? Guy's got 7 rings. He's got 7 rings. And he went to 9 Super Bowls in New England and won 6. So when people talk about, he didn't have the look. I'm sorry. For those of you that pass up on him, no sympathy. I'm happy. Am I a bandwagon Patriot fan? You know I'm not. But what I think about the Raiders, Jay, honestly, I think Mark's lack of football sense is going to kill him. It's going to kill him. That's how I sense it. Bill Belichick and Bob Kraft or Robert Kraft right now are going at it because Bill wants to trade Mac Jones. Robert Kraft said, my lower hiney, you're going to let him go. He ain't going nowhere. And he used the words, over my dead body. So they want
to get rid of Mac Jones because Mac Jones and Belichick don't get along.
Because Belichick's a hardhead, and so is Mac Jones.
Right.
But the thing is, Jay, you had Derek Carr. Derek Carr is a really good quarterback in college. The problem with the transition to the NFL is not every good quarterback in college can do that.
Yeah.
And not every good college quarterback has the ability to interpret information. Whereas, think about Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz went to North Dakota State University. And he was a top pick. But what happened to him? He had too many boo-boos. That's what happened. I think what the problem with the NFL today is everybody wants to have the shiny brassy guy. I think if they go back and go to like what's that called? Georgia Southern University, some of the AA schools, they might find really good talent out there, but they're too worried about what happens at the combine and what if your mother's hair is brown, what would you prefer it to be, blonde, red, or brunette, or whatever? Who cares about the damn test? Does this kid know how to play football? Does he listen to directions? Does he know how to help his team win? Is he a winner? That's what I think a lot of the people out there that are in charge of these decisions don't look at. Whereas Bill Belichick said, who's this Brady kid, man? What's he all about? Calls Lloyd Carr. Lloyd Carr says go. He did it. He pulled the trigger at 199, and he even told Robert Kraft, someday I'm going to be the best decision you've ever made. I'll tell you what, he can't say no.
Right.
I just feel I feel bad for Carol right now because Carol's sitting back going, okay, when are you going to come down and take me away? I'm getting tired of this bullshit. Carol, I'm getting tired of this BS. I don't know, Jay. I mean, again, you're my brother. That's why I feel for you with the Raiders. If it wasn't for you, I probably would give two. But I do wish you well, and I do wish the family well. And please be careful out there, and don't let people get to you. Honestly, I mean, reality check, Jay. When you go to sleep tonight, are they going to matter any huge shit to you?
No, Ruben doesn't pay any of my bills.
Okay.
He doesn't. He supports the show, and I appreciate that. But like people that watch the show, I appreciate people that watch the show. But you have your opinion, Doc, and I have my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Ruben has his opinion. We all got our own opinions, but that doesn't make any of us right.
That's correct. That is correct. That's a true statement, Jay. That's a very true statement. And I'm sorry I don't call you Captain Jack, but I love you and my brother, man.
I love you.
Best see you. Have a good night. Take care, and I'll stay around for a little while longer. I'm gonna get ready for bed.
Yeah, you get ready for bed. I'm gonna be doing that in about 20 minutes myself.
Well, have a good night, best little and family. Tell them I said I love you, and I love you too, brother.
I love you as well, Doc. You be well, partner. Best of the wife. The Raider fan.
Night. Yes, she's a Raider fan, but she's watching a Spanish movie right now, so I'm not going to get into it with her. Okay.
I'm watching The Hunt for Red October right now.
Well, that's a Sean Connery movie. That's good.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, good night, brother.
All right, good night, there, Doc. Yeah, and Ed says, and I agree. Yeah. No, Ruben, I said you don't pay my bills. I never said that you don't pay your bills. Oh, okay, yeah, you pay your bill. You don't pay my bills. I try not to be. I do say I get aggravated at ignorance. That is a push button with me. Ignorance is not. I mean, communication is two ways. And I don't like to be, oh, okay, you are, I agree. Yeah. You got to communicate, and it's not all your words. It's not all your words, right? Hollywood, I am at 450. We're talking about my new truck. I will have 500 tomorrow. On Saturday, I'm taking it to the shop, and I'm going to get the acrylic put on it on Monday. But the guy was supposed to do it on Saturday, but he's sick, so I'm taking it over on Saturday. They're locking it up, and then on Monday, they're putting the acrylic coat on it. And so then at that point, at 500, then I will turn it up to like maybe 55 miles an hour, maybe 60. So I think the most I've been doing it like maybe 45, 47, like right at under 50, breaking it in slow. But when I get to 500, then I'm going to go 55, 60. And I will be, and then when I get to 1,000, maybe I'll take a trip up to South Carolina. Maybe. But I appreciate it. I said, I love my truck. I do love my truck. I do. And we're getting there. Hollywood, we were also talking about plans for the draft. I need to start doing plans for the draft. Please. And for the
the visit to Dallas. I got to start getting those tickets too. And I'll have like 4 days. No, I have 4 days off already. On time, I'll have 4 days off. But yeah, Ruben, and you take care of your bills. I'm good to go. Thank you, there, shipmate. We got about 15 minutes left. Like I said, I'm watching Red October right now. The Akula just got the information. It's Stellan Skarsgård, the captain of the Akula, which is a fast attack Russian, attack boat. It's a sub killer. It's subs that kills other subs. And so, was it Komarov? Yeah, I think his name was Komarov. I love this movie. Again, I'm an Intel guy, so I love the Clancy movies are pretty close to decent reality. Some of the things that they have are not, but I can't comment on it. But I love the Clancy stuff. I do love the Clancy stuff. In April, what was that? In April of 2020, former NFL player Benny Cunningham admits the NFL is scripted but cannot go into full details because of Benny Cunningham was the tight end of the Eagles, right? Or the Viking. I know the name. He was the tight end, right? Ruben Benny Cunningham. I think he was a tight end. Hey, we're gonna hear from Sam. All right, Sam. Good. We got Sam of a non-disclosure agreement he signed with the league. Okay, well, of course, he signed a non-disclosure. You can't say crap. Sam from Tennessee is coming at us in a minute. We're going to bring Sam on. Sam, how you doing, brother?
What's up, Captain Jack?
Hey, how you doing, man? What's going on?
Doing good. How about you, dude?
Hey, man, I'm here just breathing in and out and making carbon dioxide out of oxygen. What's up?
What's up, you, dude?
Hanging out, man. What? Let me ask, man. What's the big news in Tennessee? First off, what's the weather like? Are you okay?
Warm. It's warm.
Okay.
Warm, sunny, cloudy.
Okay. Now, let me ask, Sam, are you only a football guy, or are you looking forward to baseball at all?
I'm looking for the football, dude.
Well, I understand. No, okay, so are you watching the XFL and the USFL?
No.
Okay,
I watch only NFL.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you this, Sam.
Yeah.
Say it's three letters. ASFL, American Spring Football League.
Yeah.
Learn that. American Spring Football League. It's coming next year. It's going to be the best. It's going to be the best of the spring leagues. Trust me. Trust me. Okay. So now you're waiting for football. Is it now? Now I got to ask you, because you're in Tennessee. Tell me about Hendon Hooker.
He probably might go to the Raiders.
Okay. What are you hearing about Hendon Hooker up there in Tennessee?
He's probably going to get drafted in the first round to probably the Raiders.
First round? I don't think so. Not with an ACL. Not with an ACL. Maybe a second round pick.
Yeah, second round.
Yeah, I don't think the first. Maybe a second round pick for Hooker.
Yeah.
But I know he's met with the Raiders a couple times. But are you a Vol guy, or is it?
Yeah, I'm a ball guy. Yeah.
Okay. Tell me about the offense of Josh Heupel, because Josh Heupel is a good offensive-minded guy, but his offenses are pretty simplistic. And the Ball's got a lot of talent on that team. I'm a Gator, I know, because I see him all the time. The Ball's got a lot of talent on that team, But the good night there, Ed. Good to hear from you, and we'll talk more. Thank you, Ed, for being here. But tell me about Josh Heupel and what he's been doing with the program, because again, it took him a while. It took him a while to turn that program around after the former coach, whose name escapes me, kind of ruined it for a while. But Josh has been there. What do you see with Tennessee this year upcoming? Are they going to be any competition to Georgia in the SEC East?
No, dude. No. We're going 11-1 this year.
So you're going to win every game except for the Georgia game.
Yeah, we're gonna have one loss. We're gonna have 11 wins and lose one.
Okay. So you're going to beat my Gators?
Yeah, again.
Well, that's true. You did beat us last. But is the Gator game? Is it up there this year, or is it down?
No, it's down in Gainesville.
There you go. And I do remember Richardson having that 75-yard, or they must have like at least a 60-yard scrimmage run against and that makes all of the plays that you see of Anthony Richardson. I like his legs. I think that he would be like people were saying, I think that if he was to do what they told Tebow to do, which is to become a tight end, I think he'd have a fantastic career as a tight end. Jones, the kid out of Arkansas, they told him the same thing, and he had a great career as a tight end in the NFL. When the Jaguars drafted him, he went from quarterback to tight end. I think Richardson should go from quarterback to tight end. Now, I also got to ask, with Hooker, how far along is he on his recovery?
I have no clue. I haven't been keeping track of it.
Okay. Tell me about Taylor Lewan.
He's a pretty good player. Best offensive guy I ever seen.
Okay, but you guys did cut him.
Yeah, because of money.
Yeah. And his injury history too.
Yeah.
Okay.
If another team picks him up, just fix him up, trying to keep him healthy, and he'll be fine.
I think he's going to retire, though, Sam.
Yeah.
I think he's going to retire. Okay, so what are your thoughts? What are the Titans going to do in the draft and free agency?
First, we got to cut Bud Dupree out of Tennessee. And we got to cut Tannehill, then find somebody that can fill those spots in free agency.
Okay, well, who's your quarterback next year? Is it going to be Willis or is it going to be Dobbins?
Willis.
Okay. Or I should say, so Willis is going to win the quarterback job, and Dobbs is going to be the backup?
We're cutting Dobbs. We're cutting him.
Okay. So who's going to be your backup after Willis then?
We're going to get somebody from the draft.
Okay. So Willis is your guy.
Yeah.
Okay. And what are the Titans? What's the record going to be for the Titans next year?
I don't know yet.
Easy for you. Are they going to be over 500 or are they going to be under 500?
Under 500.
Okay. So if they're under 500, they're definitely not going to make the playoffs. Okay. How many years is it going to take for that organization to get turned around and be back in the playoffs?
Probably 2 years.
Okay. So they're nothing in 23. They're not going to be anything in 24. So by 2025, they'll be a playoff contender again and win the division. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Sam, hopefully I will be around for that. Okay. I honestly hope that I'll be around for that and you and I can discuss this further. And again,
hopefully I'll get you back on other episodes when, like I said, you and I will talk about Vols, Gators, and other things like
Well, I think the Titans were going to be overrated, not underrated. Overrated.
who's overrated?
Yeah, overrated.
Who?
Titans, we're going to be overrated.
I'm sorry, Sam. I didn't hear that. But say that one
We're
more
going
time.
to be overrated, not underrated. Over.
Where we the Raiders?
No, the Titans are going to be overrated.
Oh, the Titans. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm hard of hearing as well. So the Titans are overrated, and that's why you say it's going to take them about 2 years to turn it around.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Sam, I appreciate your honesty, partner. I do appreciate your honesty. I'm about ready to go with the rolling credits. But thanks for coming aboard, partner. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, and one last thing, we're going to beat the Gators this year.
All right.
You better watch out, dude.
Okay. Well, I tell you when you come on before the Gator ball game.
Yeah.
I'll wear. Make sure you're wearing your orange tee, and I'll get my Gator hat, and we'll talk like that.
Okay. See you later, Captain Jack.
All right. Take care, Sam. Good hearing from you, brother. All right. That's Sam, and that's basically the end of our show. Thank you for being here. Remember, if you're watching it on a rerun, hit the like. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate the coming out and do the comments after the show. The comments after the show. And Avatar, thanks for being here. Nuggets won. I'm glad because, again, Avatar, as I was saying earlier in the show, I don't watch basketball until like June. There's really no, and again, I know I'm a snob. I'm not a big fan of basketball until June because then you get the conference finals and then the NBA finals after that. Then you see some entertaining games. But until that time, it's not entertainment to me. But I'm glad that you had your Nuggets won. Again, thank you for being here. It is Thursday. We will have a show on Sunday. Go back and watch the Wild Wild West. If you missed the Wild Wild West, go on YouTube and watch it. Or you can watch the Wild Wild West show that was on yesterday on Roku tomorrow night at 9 o'clock on the Northeast Streaming Sports Channel. Thank you for being here. And tell your friends, like I said, I'm 20 people short. I'm 20 people short of 2,000 subscribers. So tell your friends, tell your enemies, put it in the bathroom stalls. That'd be cool. Put it in the bathroom stalls. But I'd like to get to 2,000 subscribers, and I'd like to do more prizes. And I do have to do the prizes. I will do that more often when I get the opportunity. Hopefully, I'll get my tax things done. And yeah, and Ruben has given us a history lesson. If you want to do information about games that are fixed, please read his dissertation on the comments. And I thank you, Ruben, for doing that. Great information. Take care, everybody. We will see you Sunday for Ask Captain Jack. And hopefully we'll have more sports to talk about. Take care.